Hey, good morning. We're live on Sunday, which normally we're not, but I'm trying something a little bit different I just want to see how this works out or not works out. We've been doing the comments and question calls here for quite a while now, and the some people seem like they enjoy them. And I thought, for the heck of it, I think I'll go ahead and do a live version of it. This isn't the typical "Good morning, how you doing?" Sue will be here answering, saying hello, and greeting everybody. But if you do have a question, I am going to try to answer that. But I go through every week. I go through this our list of the comments and questions for the week and try to get with everybody and share the comments back to them. Because as everybody knows, I hate to type. Typing's no fun. Why would I want to type? Can't spell. It's never nothing spelled right. Our English language is so messed up. How would you know how to spell it? So anyway, that's why I don't like to type. And I come in here and try to answer your questions so I can keep in touch with you all. Now, Sue answers them during the week, and she always will do that. She's really good at that, and something I'm not good at. So she picks up and carries on. So I'm going to start out. Like I say, if you do have a question, if I miss it, maybe Sue will notify I'm missing it. So I'm going to start out with the last week. Totally relaxed, Jim, and I see Jim's on here already. Says always happy to see uh, your comment. Appreciate and thanks again for the shout out. Probably can't wait to see the deck as it has progressed. When it's finished, you'll be happy as well. Stay safe and have a great Sunday. And as I finish my coffee, and hi Sue. So thanks, Jim. Appreciate it. Jim's on here, and uh, the deck is done. Believe it or not, the deck is done. So that has that has occurred, and finally about time. It took 47, 48 days from the start of building it to the end of it. They didn't work every day. They would only work maybe half that time at the most, and those days were only just an hour or two. So, but it's done. I'm glad it's done. So, all right, our next question here, it comes from Hitch Up and Toe. Good morning, Hitch Up and Toe. Have a great week. Oh, it's Doug, isn't that right? That's Doug. And good to see you. Hitch Up. No, it's Mark and Coral. See, I can't remember names, so how would I remember how to spell it? Sorry about that. Hi, Doug, too. Thank you, Mark and Coral, Hitch Up and Toe. You see how my mind goes blank, But appreciate you guys have a safe week too. Thanks for stopping in. I didn't something new. Oh my gosh, I'm sure there's a lot of interesting uh, things that I could learn about. What would I like to learn new? How to be successful. That would be new. That's about it. Thanks, Charlie Grace. All right, then again, happy place camping. They had wrote trying to watch for some reason. I keep buffering. I may take a few to get through, leaving my comment now so I don't forget. I know I forget stuff later. We get that too. Even the best of internets, sometimes you'll get some buffering, and we get that all the time. And we got really good internet, and not often, but once in a while we'll get a little buffering. It's just part of internet. Maybe they get all those satellites in the air that was it Elon Musk is putting up. Maybe it'll even be better. It should, because I watch them shoot them up here all the time, and man, they're putting up a lot of rockets out there. On so it's pretty cool. Okay, our next question comes from our friend Cooking with Rick. Rick says, "Hi Bob, get a lot of really good questions and comments. Do you really do a good job of answering them all?" Well, thank you, Rick. Appreciate that. Rick's our friend from Pennsylvania. Great cook, man. If you haven't seen his cooking videos, check it out. And so yeah, check Rick out. He always stops in and says hi. Then our next one comes from our friend Dylan. Dylan says, "Oh, I hope you get better soon. Thanks for Sue for filling in for today's live stream." That was last Monday, I believe it was, that I was feeling sick, really sick. I felt like I was dying. And Sue took. I was going to cancel it. She goes, "Let me do it." So Sue got on the cell phone. I set up the cell phone and let her use the cell phone. The lighting wasn't all that great because it wasn't set up properly. I have another idea that I've worked on some things to try it if that happens again. So maybe it'll be a little better the next time. And it's a good experience for Sue. I think she enjoyed it. She never really wanted to do it. I think she really enjoyed it. So probably more than I do even. So thanks, Sue. And then our next one is from uh, Upside Down Travels. That's on Look at Sue in the coffee chat. Says, "Great job, Sue. Bob wishing well and out are traveling and camping." So we appreciate that. Upside Down Travels. Thanks for coming by, and I am feeling better now. Let's hope. Well, most of my problem was from I ate something I knew I shouldn't eat, and boy, it took me down. I can't eat beef. Oh, I love beef. Favorite thing there is to eat. Can't eat it. That's sad. Okay, Following Yellow Brick Road on Sue to the chat says, "Oh man, I sure wish I had caught this live. You did a wonderful job, Sue. Thank you. Glad your deck is finished." Well, it wasn't. I don't know when you said that, but until what day was it? Monday or Tuesday? It got finished. So that was the actual finished date. Been Tuesday? Yeah, Tuesday, the actual day it got finished. Inspector inspected on Monday. We got everything wrapped up. It's been paid for and done, and we're happy with it. The anything that we was concerned of was completely great. Besides time frame, everything else was wonderful. All right, our next one is our RV Adventures on the Monday Coffee Chat. Says, "Good morning. Found you through Weekends RV and live chat this morning. Looking forward to seeing your content." Don, Tracy, and Maddie. Well, thank you, Don, Tracy, and Maddie. Thanks for coming by, and yeah, stop in and see us. We try to do things. It's harder to do things than it used to be because you can't get out. We stay isolated. I'm 100% isolated because we got respiratory. If we ever got the COVID, we wouldn't be here anymore. So, but thanks, guys. Stop in and see us. We have live chats Mondays and Thursdays, plus whatever videos. We'll be deck videos coming up. Quite a few of those here coming up. And then Bruce, how did I say that? Durex. I can't pronounce the words right. Says, learning to ride the Air Liberty e-bag. Says, haha, I agree with you. Old retire guys just living the life of Riley. Sometimes I feel a little guilty. Oh, I don't. But why? After all the work of my 50 years, I pay taxes, crying every time I saw those deductions. I know how you feel there. And is it DeVoe? But now that I am, thank God, I'm not sure what that means. I think it has started as retirement truck drivers. See the snowstorm, so thankful. Remember what a task that was, all in the bad. So weather is bad. I feel sorry for truck drivers. They had a hard time to go. I mean, it was. I wouldn't want to have been a truck driver. I didn't like to drive a car, let alone anything else. But hey, Bruce, I appreciate you coming by. And yeah, we didn't get a free ride. We all worked. Like I worked I'm figuring around 53 years before I got a chance to retire and get very little. I'm very tiny little for Social Security, but we deserve it. Thanks a lot. And okay. Oh, okay. Top thing for another camper van, and I think thanks, Charlie Grace. What would we look for? Yeah, that's one of the big things. Yeah, big. Yeah, that's got to be the number one, is a bed that you can walk around, get in and out of it. The road trick, you had to crawl over top of each other. And there's Sherry. Sherry, Sherry has our old road truck now. It's her road truck she lives in. Yeah, she's been everywhere. Yeah, but the bed's got to be the biggest issue. I would have a better bed. Okay, Patty Coda on a review of the wireless no-touch thermometer says, "Thanks for the review, new and improved." Yeah, well, this thermometer wasn't very accurate, but nursing our travel bugs, a nurse, and she said that's pretty average for all the ones at the hospital. They're kind of all over the place. They're not really that accurate. So maybe ours was as accurate as anyone else's, but thanks, Patty, for watching that. They're kind of handy, just if you want to take a temperature, you go, boop, do it, and they work or don't work. Yeah, I don't know if they really work or not, And again, she says, thanks for the review from Graham Patterson from the wireless thermometer. You really appreciate it. It's fun to see what somebody thinks of something. Reviews is only as good as the person review it. Sometimes they don't know how to work it. I was getting wonder if I even knew how to work it. I'm pretty sure I did because I went over it and over and over it. But a lot of times reviews are just, somebody will say, well, it doesn't work right. It's because they don't know how to work it. And maybe this was the case with me. So thanks, Graham Patterson. And then the next one comes from R being done our way on the thermometer. It says, I would think it would be accurate. It's a shame it's not. Made in China. Laugh out loud. Good video, guys. Hey, thanks, guys. So, yeah, it sure doesn't seem to be accurate. And from what Nursing Travel Bug said, probably not. And then there's Scott, Bikes, Boats, and Bivouacs on the thermometer. He says, with my thermometer, I worry less about reading and more about consistency from day to day. Good job on the review. Thanks, Scott. Yeah, I mean, consistency, if you have an idea where you're at, you know if it went up and down, because, you know, whether the number's this or that, but if it always reads the same, you know it is the same. You know, hey, my temperature went up. It hasn't indicated that it did go up. So that way it's not all over. But this one seems like it's just all over the place. You know? And again, living the silver life says on the review of it, says, well, that's crazy. You'd think it would be accurate at least. Yeah, you would think so. And you know, it'd be interesting to try another one. I'm not going to buy another one because I buy these. Once in a while, they'll give me something to review, but 99% of the time, I buy all this stuff to review it on my own, but I'm not going to buy another one. But be interested in manufacturers out there. Send me another one and I'll compare it, see if yours is better. Oh, anyways, and there's Jim, totally relaxed. Jim says on a review of thermometer, says, hi, Bob and Sue. I've always wanted one of these, but after seeing your review, I'm not sure any of them are any accurate. I've noticed Amazon has the most expensive ones are $21. About what this one was. Did it come with double A's? It did. Triple A's. I think it's triple A's. Might be. I think it's double A's. I have to double check that. Don't take me for word. But if it perhaps the batteries were just old, thus causing inaccurate readings. And thanks for the share and for the great Wednesday. So we're read more. Okay. And yeah, they were just the most. Thanks for the share and great Wednesday. We're supposed to get hammered day with a lots of rain, wind, and storms, and possible tornadoes. That should be less exciting. So, thank you, Jim. I appreciate that. Appreciate your comment. And that you're right. It could be batteries. Some tell me it's not, but it could be. You don't know. It'd be good something to try. I've got rechargeable batteries. I can switch them out. And good, happy place camping on the thermometer says, I would love to have had one of these when my kids were little. Then it would have been so much easier than trying to get them to hold the glass under your tongue or arm, laugh out loud, or other places. You know, it's like, yeah, I think that would be easier than the way when I was a kid, you know, sticking it in their mouth, hold it there for so long and try not to bite it in two. Yeah, so hey, thanks, happy place camping. Weekend RVing on the thermometers says those thermometers are the best to have. Thank you. Oh, glad you all got some. Yeah, I mean, we have it, and I think that it's really good. And I know people have been using them for quite a while, so there must be some kind of a balance for them that makes them reliable enough that they're worth using. So, but yeah, they're great. Thanks, Weekend RVing. All right, girl driver, what you got? Your key. Yeti or an ice maker? Well, I think that depends. Yeti, isn't Yeti, you put ice, yeah, it's like cooler. An ice maker, you'd have to power it somehow. So I think I would say Yeti myself.
I said that I think
if you got the power. Yeah. Yeah. So it really depends on your circumstances. I think if you have power, an ice maker would be great. A Yeti would work. A Yeti will not break down as long as you put ice in it. You know, so you know it's kind of toss up. But I guess you're gonna have to figure that one on yourself. And Dylan said on the thermometer, says, I would like to see these thermometers in a grocery store and other businesses. Great idea, Dylan. You know, it'd be good that people come in stores and they wouldn't even let you in if you got a fever. It sure wouldn't hurt nothing because people are still going out and they shouldn't be. You know, this virus isn't over. So great idea, Dylan. Appreciate the comment. And then Hitch Up and Toe on the thermometer says, thanks for the review. But can you tell Sue to stay cool? Laugh out loud. Stay cool, Sue. Stay cool. Yeah, she is cool. It's cold this morning. It's 52 degrees. Florida was cold yesterday and cold today. It's only going to be, it says it might make it to 70, but it's been cold the last 2 days. Yeah, I know. Wow, we're 70. But anyways, that's what it is. So thanks, Hitch Up and Toe. Our friend Boone Daddy, too, on the review of thermometer says this is handy tool, especially these days. Yeah, with all this crap going around, you know, it wouldn't be bad to have one of these just to check it. And, you know, if you own one, you can take it several times and kind of get an idea when it's close. You know, I think at one point this thing does get close somewhere around 98. We've had it say that a couple times, you know, but not consistent. And then eat, sleep, RV, and repeat. on the thermometer, they says, thank you for the honest review. We have been thinking about having one of these types of thermometers at Lou and Angie's. So yeah, I mean, I would still maybe try one. You know, they're not expensive. You know what, $21? It's not going to break the bank. You know, so you know, give them a try. See, and do this. Let me know. You know, because you know I'm honest John. Well, I don't know about that, but I tell the truth. And my honest opinion, that's what the review was. And so give it a try, guys. Let me know what your experience was with them. Then we got Cooking with Rick on the thermometer. He said, hey, Bob, that's a cool thermometer. We have one. It's much nicer than showing a thermometer in your mouth and elsewhere. Yeah, it is much nicer. You know, oh, then not showing shoving a thermometer in your mouth or else. Yeah, the elsewhere is what bothers me. Like, oh, man, I don't want to. You think I'm not going to sit there? Yeah, gross. All right, thanks, Rick. Appreciate it. And then there's nursing our travel bug on the thermometer. So they use these thermometers is very similar to this that they check the temperatures before entering the hospital. We tend to get very similar results as when you experience in your tests. They're kind of all over the place and not terribly accurate. I take these type of thermometers with a grain of salt. We actually have a thermal thermometer in our house and it works very well. I'm not sure a thermal temporal thermometer is. That's something I need to look into.
Yeah, I think I might check that.
And so there you guys go. She's a nurse. I would think she knows as well as anyone out there. And that was her comment that they're not really that accurate. They're all over the place. So you can take that for what you want. But I believe she's right. She's there every day. So concurred with my review. All right. On down, we've got pork tenderloin in the Instant Pot. We did that one some time ago. We haven't done many videos lately because I haven't been eating very much. It's no fun to cook stuff when you can't eat it, you know. So Angela Kendricks says, just cook 2 of these. Both had Instant Pots gone. One pork loin with your seasoning, and the other with your seasoning added brown sugar to teriyaki. Pork loin, delicious, and thanks. Oh, you're welcome. You know this was a good pork tenderloin. It was just an easy one. This, I believe it was pre-seasoned from the store on it, because I'm always seasoning stuff up myself. But we have tons and tons of reviews on this particular cooking video, and everybody seemed to love it. So I'm so glad it came over good, and they do enjoy it. So thanks, Angela Kendricks. And again, our next one's on from Dylan, and how to quiet your neighbor's barking dogs review of the Bark Control Pro. And Dylan says, my neighbor Jennifer used to have a dog, and the dog used to bark out loud. Yeah, they do that, don't they, Dylan? It's, boy, I tell you what, my Maggie, she is the queen of barkers. Boy, she barks a lot. And then Audrey Ellison, on setting up the Tiny Cam Pro to use with the Wise Cam, says, I tried everything to set up my Wise Cam with the Tiny Cam Pro, and you were easy to follow, and thank you again. All right, I'm glad that helped you out. It was a little tricky in that out to set it up so you can watch all your cams I'd put it on the television and stuff. So if you have a Tiny Cam, you want to see it on everything, try the Tiny Cam Pro. It did work for me. And then riding down Maytown Road from Oak Hill, Florida to Osteen, Florida, says, enjoyed these and subscribe. Thanks you. Room number 7. This is a neat little drive. If you go down to Oak Hill and want to go towards Sanford, this ride goes way back in beautiful scenery outside in swamplands, and it'll run you all the way across, and you'll end up real close to Sanford from Oak Hill. So it's a beautiful ride. We did a lot on a motorcycle, but we've done it many times in the car. So if you're ever in this area south of Daytona, down through New Smyrna, and down to Oak Hill, this will take you across to Sanford, Florida, the scenic ride. So give it a try. Thanks, room number 7. Appreciate you coming by. And then we've got Quiet Your Neighbor's Dogs. Jack Sanford says, I have a neighbor who starts putting their dog out at 6 in the morning, and they also collect wind chimes that you have. Yeah, I know, I hated those things. You're going to ram me on it, aren't you? Because I didn't like them either. They were Sue's. I don't think people realize how far that noise carries between low pitch and barking and high pitch wind chimes. They have enough to reason to bark. I know, and they do. And I get the wind chimes. I don't like them. You know how many people have commented on my wind chimes? I've gotten rammed by those wind chimes so many times. They're not mine. I don't like wind chimes. I find them annoying. So, but you're right. Everything will make a dog bark. That's a dog. If you don't put up with the dog barking, maybe you shouldn't have one. And believe it or not, we put up with barking dogs. All right, with White Witch 110 on Touring Canada Part 2. Oh, this is BC. Yeah, this is British Columbia, Canada, that we did our farming simulator, not farming, trucking simulator. Yeah, that was the trucking version, trucking simulator. And she also said, White Witch also says BC is gorgeous. I have found it. It's beautiful. I tell you, if you've never been up through British Columbia, it's gorgeous up there. Now I'm traveling simulator, but these simulators are very, very close to being realistic. And it's just like being there. And she also said places for Bigfoot in BC are Harrison, Hot Springs, Pitt Lake, Whistler, Squamish, Hope. I've been through Hope many times there. Hope Mission and Vancouver Island. So yeah, I'm always laughing. I go, I wish I could see Bigfoot in these videos I do from my trucking simulator. They're fun. I do this thing a lot. I did it last night. We toured all the way from southern, we were down below Arizona all the way up to Washington last night. There was about 15 of us in a trucking tour. Did that yesterday. Had a blast. I also grew up with Imperial as well. When metric came to Canada, we were taught in school. There was even a TV program for us kids. So I know, I mean, the United States has been wanting to do metric for long. I mean, you take an old guy like me, and I'm old as the hills. You're not going to change us now. We're too old, you know. I guess if they do it in kids, but it's the crossover. People go so many meters. I haven't a clue what they say. I'm not. It's just like abbreviations. People use all these abbreviations. I don't have a clue what you say because so it's a breakdown in communication, whether it be like doing metrics or using these stupid LLs and all that crap. I don't know where that came from, but I feel it's a breakdown in communication. And again, thank you, White Witch. And then I'm gonna probably pronounce this wrong. I call it Maya Ku. Mew Mew Ku. Oh, it's a cat. Now I got it. Mew Mew Ku. Mew Mew Ku on the Canada.
That's
So,
what I pronounced.
yeah,
Maybe
it's
wrong.
probably right. Mew Mew Ku. Good morning. What light? Me neither. What light? All right. I don't understand what that means, but thank you. Appreciate you coming by with your Mew Mew Ku. And then White Witch also said you can pronounce it Kamloops. Okay, one of the towns that I was talking about, Kamloops. I can't pronounce nothing. You know, everybody knows that. Don't hold it against me because I don't pronounce things well. I don't know English. I was only born in the United States. How would I know what English is like? First language there is. Thanks, White Witch. Jerry Fiddler. See, I probably said that wrong. How do you quite the neighbor? Dog says, "Why do you live near people?" Because that's where I live, Jerry. Yeah, yeah, that's true. Yeah, I was here before they was here. Why do I live? Be honest with you, Jerry, I prefer to live out, not near people. That's just my. I don't. I like to have a place way out by myself. That's who I am. So, but yeah, I live near people because I have to, and I've owned this house for 21 years, way before these dogs were here. So, we're back here on how do you quiet your neighbor's dog, Jerry Peeler. I think again, most states is a state law for people to control their dog noise. Our state, there's a $150 fine every time someone calls and complains. The owner learns it really fast. It wouldn't hurt, but it's probably not going to stop them because people just don't pay the fine. That's what they do on it. These are people that don't have no senses that we're dealing with. So people who shouldn't own dogs. But thanks, Jerry. Appreciate the comment. Thanks for coming by. And there's Mew Mew Ku on the Canada Tour Part 3. It says, great when you meet that fellow along the way chatting with Pete in Utah was cool. I would love it if you decided to see UK one day. And I do have a video from the UK, and I've drove it some. I haven't done no videos on it. I just don't care for the traveling over there. And I. Oh, Corpse Castle. I did do farming up in I did do that. And the other day, actually, I signed into the Euro version of the farming, and I didn't load. I just didn't bother. Don't know why I don't like driving as well over there as I do in the country, but it's big. There's more people traveling in the version in the UK than there is the United States. But there's a lot of people from the UK travel in the United States version, so it's fun for everybody. Fun for the whole family. Thanks, Mew Mew Coo. Happy Place Camping on Touring Canada Part 3 says, very cool that you have peeps to talk to on your game. Feel free to deliver a real one of those cute cars to my house. I'll do that. Give me the address. Well, next time we're out in the virtual truck, we'll virtually stop by. Thanks, Happy Place Camping. It is cool. We have all kinds of people in there. We can talk on the CB. We use Discord. Then you're familiar with Discord. A lot of us talk on Discord as we're doing our travels and trucking, and we get together. My friend Pete, about every morning, about 4 a.m., we get together and we try to do some loads together. He has a channel, Pete's Adventures. Check him out. There's Dylan. Dylan says on Touring Canada Part 3, says, I enjoyed your videos from Canada that you are posting. Recently, sunset today is at 7:27 p.m. So yeah, sunsets are getting later, especially since the time change. Thanks, Dylan. View the Wire Thermometers. Joylandies Traveler says, that's awesome content, my friend. Big life. Thanks, Joylandy. I think I'm saying that right. Travels, thanks for coming by. Petunia, Romania. Did I say it right? Petunia, Romania on the Canada. What game is this? This is American Simulator. It's a virtual reality game. It's very inexpensive. I think about 25, 30 bucks somewhere. Not expensive at all. But to have fun with it, you can do it with a gamepad. It's easier to do it if you buy one of the steering wheels, but they get a little pricey, you know. Is it Petunia, Romania? Good. Thanks, Petunia, Romania. But yeah, a steering wheel, which that's what I use, is a lot. Makes it like really cool on it. You're looking somewhere around 100 to 150 bucks for a steering wheel on it, but the game itself is very inexpensive. Aha, on unboxing the assembly of the Liberty e-trike. It says, I've built Chinese kit, a similar 20-inch trike from a regular single-speed tricycle. I added 1500-watt hub motor up front. Got way more I bargained for. It's my first e-bike. Should have went for a 500. The torque on 1500 motor generated a small 20-inch wheel. It's totally bonkers. Accelerated indefinitely to God knows what speed. Not complaining here, but I hope so. Cool. And it says I killed myself on the 23. I love this little e-trike. I have an e-trike and an e-bike, and this really was for Sue. She has a little trouble riding it. It's she has extremely bad knees, and it just the way she'd have to bend any trike. It's hard for her to get on there and bend and just use it properly. But I love it. And when the virus gets over, I can ride it again. But I love riding this thing around the neighborhood. You know, we can take it out, throw it in the car, and put it somewhere else. It'll almost fit in the car. I haven't tried it in the car. We used to take it in the road trek camper everywhere. So thanks. Aha. And then we've got this top of this one won't show because it's at the top of the list. Says Jason Brown says today, this was on the barking dog control. Today I was in my backyard doing a quiet video about solar panels. I was getting data of my meter controls, volts, amps, watts, and consistent noise from the neighbors kept breaking my focus, and you could hear my frustration in the video. Most of my neighbors have dogs, pit bulls, and louder ones, of course. And of course, they let them pop in the yard when I need to get like 4 things then in direction. I know if you're a YouTuber, people talking in the background and not stopping to talk when you're trying to get a little video, it drives you absolutely nuts. And dogs and everything, you know. Part of being a YouTuber, you know. So it's a 2.4 kilowatts jammer to kill Wi-Fi and the radio. These idiots can blast the neighborhood with their constant method. Oh, hard rock. I know. It's the one question says, why do I live near people? Well, that's one reason why I'd rather not. You know, I'm kidding about the jammer. That's against the law. So yeah, we don't do nothing. A few people have made some comments about things I would not do to any dog. I don't care how much they bark, and a lot of those gets deleted. You know, because we're not gonna be mean to no animals on it. But I appreciate it, Jason Brown. Thanks for your comment. A couple more here. Goes up. There it goes. And Dylan was the first one. It says, I remember 2017 solar eclipse. We got only a partial eclipse here in Pickerington, Ontario. But the next one will be on April 28th, 24. Sunset today at 7:02. So that was on my not the so amazing timeline. Oh, yeah, we had the solar eclipse here. It wasn't worth nothing here. A lot of other people had filmed it and put up a lot of very, very interesting clips of it. It just didn't amount to nothing here. I wish it would have. And then good food is bad for people. I know, isn't that crazy? Dylan says it's nice to see you back on the live streams. Thanks, Dylan. That was last Thursdays after the next one after I got feeling a little better. So done better. I mean, I always have this issue I deal with. But thanks, Dylan. Appreciate that. Appreciate it a lot. And then we have also Mellow Nomadic Adventures. Says, look at Sue. She's on live stream. Says, hey, Sue. Glad to see you running live show. Hope Bob feels better soon. Congratulations on 1 million views. Wow, you are rocking. We got that back. That she happened to have that sitting on her desk as she was doing the live stream. Yeah, I think we got that back in December when we got the 1 million. I think we're 1,100,000 and some views now on it. We've never had trouble with views. Used to be trouble just finding subscribers, but even from the very beginning, by the time I had 100 subscribers, I had way in enough views. That was never my issue with views. But we'll look through. I've got a lot of videos. I've always put up a lot of. I got like 13, 17. What do I got? 1,500. About 1,500 videos online. I've always put tons of videos, but not many of these live streams. Live streams don't gain them as much as regular videos, and what I've always done. All right, then let's get back down here. Weekend RVing on. Look at Sue. Says Lucky Dog moderator. So she was good to glad to see you. Hey there, James and Million. She say hey. So everybody was glad to see. Maybe I should let her take over the chat. How's that? What do you guys think? Just let her take over the chat. I'll sit back and drink some whiskey. We got whiskey the other day, guys. Sue ordered one from the little brewery somewhere, and small brewer.
Not brewer, small company that
and
small
they sent it UPS, and they claim, well, you'll have to have a signature. Well, we don't do face to face with nobody. Signature will leave her license, and they can sign it themselves on the window. And they didn't even ask for a signature. That was great. It was like, because we will not go to the door for no one, because you got to be careful. Signature can put you dead, you know. So anyway, so now we have some whiskey. Haven't had that for a long time. We get drunk. Black and Decker drill. Jazz Fan 76 says, I bought that same drill to hang up some framed pictures. I figured it'd be easier than banging a nail into the wall. I screwed the bits on by hand and turned that thing, and I don't know what they call it at the top, but I'm not going to run the drill at the risk of injury. I'm new, hold this thing. I just don't understand the setting numbers. Oh, on the drill, then the manual isn't much. Those are just, it has a slip clutch on it, so if you don't want to put a screw in too hard, you set that number. I forget it's up or down, one or the other, and you have different rates when it'll slip. You'll hear it go, and it means it won't just drill something. If you got something small or something delicate, you don't want to drill it in too hard and drill all the way through. You change that number down until you get one and it'll start slipping. And if it doesn't screw all the way in, just put a little tighter on it. But they have that. I don't use that much, but they have it. And I know a lot of people do use that. I guess I'm old school, never got used to using that, but it will work where you adjust that number down. So I hope that helps you out, Jazz Fan. It's a great little drill. It's not one you're going to use to build a deck, you know, but small little projects. This thing's great. I use it all the time, all charged up and ready to go. All right, our next one is from Mark Michael on the A2 Mini AirPods says best AirPods are the ones from iPods.co. They have options as Apple ones, and they have a logo on the box on the paper for great clones. They have amazing sound and mic quality. Are they real transparency mode? Hey Siri and audio sharing and logo. Yeah, I mean they get these pretty good. I can't read here. They're hooked up in the wire, but anyways, these things work really good for me. I mean, the microphone, it's not as good as my regular microphone, but you can hear it on it, and I'll put it in. The battery life is not as long as I wish it to be. I'm gonna say I can get maybe 3 or 4 hours out of the battery, and then it goes down. You have to recharge. It's rechargeable. On I wish the battery life was a little longer, but I like them. So yeah, our AirPods are pretty cool. I've got Sue's got a pair, I got a pair, and I don't think Sue uses her much. I use mine all the time. All right, let's see what else we got. The Grim Seeker on the. Someone said I don't say it right. XBoss. I say it the way it looks. You know, XBoss G. It's a GPS computer for my e-bike. What it is, you can use it for walking. You can use it for riding an e-bike, but it keeps track of information. You know, how fast you've been going and speed. You can download the data off of it onto your phone or computer. On Grimster Road, I can use this independently. I can use this independently as a speedometer clock, and you can. You don't have to have it hooked up to nothing. It'll work on its own. It has a built-in GPS thermometer without needing to connect to my tablet or phone. I just want to use it for my mobile scooter, which doesn't have a thermometer, and that's why I got it onboard computer. But I don't use the tablet phones. Could someone please reply? I use it that way all the time. It takes it a while to catch the signal the first time, your GPS signal. Once it does, it seems like it catches it right away. It has it on the thing. It's easier if you use it from a tablet, an iPhone, because there's so much information you're missing by not doing that. But I believe you can use it independently. I haven't. To be honest with you, I haven't. But because I don't, why would I not use my phone? I think you can. So thanks, Grim Seeker. Overland Expedition. He answered. He goes, yes, it can be used, but you need the app. You would want to change the units right if you want metric or regular, you know, speeds and stuff. You know, standard speed is kilometer. I don't want kilometer. I want miles an hour. That's what I want. So you can change that. You would need a app to change the miles per hour, but it will work out of the box. Yeah, it's like most people have a phone or really have a access to just need an old smartphone. You know, I've got several laying around. So, anyways, he says Grim Seeker said, "Thank you very much for that. I appreciate it. I could use that from my wife's phone to set it up. Yeah, you can do it from your wife's phone. You know, like you can do it. So you would be missing out so much if you didn't. So thanks, Grim Seeker." And Cooking with Rick, he this is about a month ago. So these are older ones that were. So I ended and that one. It was even a month ago on it. So maybe I answered it twice. Did we have other stuff in here too? We got live people. Glad to see everybody came on live this morning. Yeah, I got my comments finished up here. So if you want to, what time is it? I got a few more. You don't have to. Yeah. Oh, cool. James?
Jack is.
Oh, hope Captain Jack's doing better.
So he's been talking.
Hope you can hear Sue. I don't have a mic on this morning, so. So, anyways.
But Captain Jack is.
Good job, James. Venture Bandit says, good morning, James. I hope all is well. It's Solex. Haha, bless your heart, Sue. He gets silly.
I get drunk.
Yeah. And so in the Adventures in Traveling Mike, welcome aboard. It says it's about time. Now it needs to gain another sub and have vids running in the background. Hope it helps. Yeah. I am Hawk from New Smyrna. Friends close. Yeah. Sue said Adventure Band is great to see Ashante and Tommy. She says, how's the weather in Ohio? It might be getting a little warmer.
But they said they're beach, so
Oh, you don't know. My brother lives in Myrtle Beach, so you're close by. We're only 52 this morning, which I call it as cold as hell. It's cold this morning, guys.
but Tanya's
Yeah,
here.
Tanya, hi Tanya.
Bree,
Bree's there, yeah.
Ashley's
Try to catch up with a few of them. I'm not able to go back, but
Barry Dusty. I can't go back and take
yeah.
you saw here.
I wanted before I got out of here, just kind of check the bottom here and just say
Jim
hi to
from
everybody.
Totally Relax.
Hi, Jim.
Texas.
Jim from Totally Relax on it. Adventure Bandit says, we don't know. We are Myrtle Beach. And Dylan says, Sue, is this the first time that comments and questions have been done live? It is. I just decided to do it live and just see how it worked out, you know, and see. It's not a typical, it's not a chat video. We're going to chat a little bit here, but this is a comment and a question video. I think all videos should be interactive, you know. This one maybe still is, you know.
Hi, Charlie Grace.
Yeah, hi, Charlie Grace.
Girl Driver.
Girl Driver? Yeah, it's all Girl Driver.
Rat Pack.
It's about time, says, hey there, Adventures and Traveling Mike. So, hi, Adventures of Traveling Mike.
Yeah. There's about time.
Oh, the Aussies, yeah. Yeah. How is Jack? Oh, yeah, just talk about Jack. Yeah, I hope Jack does better. I just got that information the other day that Jack was not doing well. And so I hope Jack is doing better all the time. So our prayers are for Jack. And Benjamin says, it's about time. I hope you are all well. And it's about time. Says, James, thank you so much for jumping over. It helps with some others of the panel to help conversation, like Box Band D did for a while with Bob. For a while, but with Bob. So. Oh, the other Bob. I'm Bob. So I was thinking, I just wasn't thinking the right Bob. And
lots of Bob, though.
Yeah, a lot of Bob. Bob, you could spell it backwards. You know, I can't spell it. They can name me Bob because they knew I was going to do it backwards, so I got it right. So it's easy to spell both ways. So, yeah, the adventures of traveling Mike says, I agree about the cold weather in Florida. Yeah, it sucks. You know, we don't get cold. We've been in the mid 90s recently, you know, so. So, anyways, and it says, James says, it's about time now, Jack, for the sleep. I was up at 2 a.m. and just talked to him, and Jack said, thanks for all the prayers. Yeah, definitely we'll keep Jack in our prayers on it. He's a pirate, man. So, Nomadic Rat Pack says, Dylan says, you look like you're a great supporter, but you don't have content. Is that correct? No, I don't believe Dylan has any content on his. It says, laugh out loud, Bob, totally relaxed. So, yeah, it's been a little different. I mean, usually what I do is I do these comments and questions at 4 a.m. on Friday mornings. And I got busy. I didn't get a chance to get one up. And then I edit it. I edit it out, and I upload it. And I before thought about doing a live version of this, you know, not so much as a chat in, but just to answer them live, you know. And so, well, let's give it a try. See if it helps. You know, we don't get a lot of views on these, you know, and maybe even get a few more views on it because we have very few views on these. But I put them out, you know, just to answer people on it. Dylan says, Nomadic Rat Pet, that's correct, and not right now at least. And Traveling Adventures with Mike says, I've had my heater on the past couple nights down here. Yeah, we've had a couple chilly days. It's been beautiful. What was it? Do you like my awesome moons? I get commented on that. Do you ever notice? And everybody has a keyword that they're always saying. I'm thinking when I say that, but you know how many slams I get of that? I don't care. You know, I was going to say something. Oh, the other day we had lunch out there. That was that Friday, Saturday, Friday. Friday. We had lunch out on the new deck. Cause it's all finished. We pulled the grill. I didn't think I had any propane, and my neighbor was kind enough. Their husband was going to get some. And he said, "Hey, he'll get it filled up because I won't go anywhere to get it filled, and he'll just set it over the fence. And I can sanitize it, and we're good to go on it." But I happened to look. I found a bottle of propane, so I didn't really need it. I won't get it anyways. Well, then he got home the other day. He goes, "Hey, guess what? Your tank's too old. They wouldn't fill it." So he set it back over the fence, and I got an empty bottle sitting out there. So I don't know. Maybe I can trade it into Walmart or one of those quick trade places eventually. So, says Mike, are you full time or do you have sticks and bricks? Nomadic Rat, yeah. Mac Rapex is Bob and Stu. I'm not normally on YouTube at this time in the morning on the West Coast. I'm really glad I was able to jump in here and join with your live. I would too. You know, you would find me in here. I used to go in here at 6 a.m. You know, at my favorite time. And my morning live chats, I love. Like this morning, it's a lot better. You know, my afternoon ones, you know, it's too late in the day. I don't do things late in the day. By noon, I'm like crapped out for the day. So I love early morning stuff. You know, I do. I mean, most of the time I'm here sleeping on the sofa. I don't, usually past 7 o'clock, I'm pretty much out of it, you know. Or,
I have to wait.
Go to bed. Get up. Time to get up. Go to bed. You know, so that's the way I operate. So I love this time of morning. I wish I could get like well, I don't have to have a lot of people in, just enough to talk to. You know, that's all that matters. You know. So anyways, traveling with Mike says Sue full-time February, 4 years. I just go back from New Hampshire from about June to September. I call it New Hampshire, but I like to pronounce fun words, you know. New Hampshire. Dylan says after this stream, I'll be on Robert's stream. Yeah, I think Robert's got a video coming out here shortly.
That's right.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, guys, I gotta run. Have a blessed day. Yep, I'm gonna get out of here. Read a couple more pops up here. Great to see you totally relaxed. I do remember saying that to Mike. Anyways, today was our live version of our comments and questions call. We'll possibly be doing that again next week. So glad you guys stopped by. It was just kind of an experiment. I think it went well. Let me know what you think. Give me another question or comment on that. We'll answer that next week. What you thought of my live version of this. But we're going to get out of here. I would just thank everybody for showing up. Yeah. So I'm going to end with our cheesy little video at the end that I do to try to get you guys to give me money. You know, because I have no pride. So, but anyways, I do that all my videos anyway. So we're going to get out of here. Thanks you guys for coming, and have a great Sunday afternoon. We'll see you Monday. We have a live chat again on Monday, so we'll see you guys later on. All right, if you want to see how to get some of our other links, when you go to our main YouTube page, up here into the picture area right here, you'll see it says like Facebook. You can click on that. That'll take you right over to our Facebook group. And you're welcome. You can join the Facebook group, add your videos, add whatever you meant, do some discussion there. But you can go there. If you would like to support us on the Amazon, again, up in this picture, you'll see a link that says Amazon. Click on that link right there. Go ahead and sign in, make all your purchases. And what will happen here, you'll give us a tip. We get a small percentage back. Costs you absolutely nothing, but it does help us out, and we appreciate that. Thought I'd just show you a few little links here if you want to